Okay, so we got another exercise. It's called the Decode string, and it's pretty popular here. And it's Amazon, Google, and some unknown Apple. Okay, so the objective is to with the given string, just encode the string to decode it in some way. So then the encryption is that we got the 3 in front of the repeating characters in the brackets, and then we got the 2 in the repeating characters in the brackets, and we need to like unfold it and give an output from that. So there are 3. So there are 3 A's. This is 2 with the B, C, and there are 2 B and C, and it gets nasty when it's going to be a nested encryption. So if you got that one, so there's a first one that need to be decoded is 2 C's. So there is a 2 C's, and there is a ACC inside of the bracket, and there's a need also for decoding that. So there's a 3 AC. Okay, so that kind of solutions for sure should be handled with this stack. So we had the so we can push to the stack the number 3 and this bracket, and we can wait until the bracket is closing, and when it's closing, we're going to iterate through the through the string backward in a backward manner, and until we're gonna hit this character of opening bracket, and we should probably and take this number and repeat it k times with this character, so we can start coding, and it will enlighten in a minute. So first of all, we need to initialize the stack with the character, because we are going to push every character into the stack. For now, we are going to I is less than I as that length, and I plus plus. Okay, and now we want to detect if there is a closing bracket. So maybe first let's initialize the variable C as that char at C. So we have a lower. Okay, and else if C is equal to closing bracket, then we're gonna do some magic, right? And else we are going to just push it into the stack, and this C. Okay. And that one, so when we are going to hit that, first of all we need to like handle those BC. So we need to store them somewhere. So let's initialize the chars new list of new array list of character somewhere, and then iterate through it. So there's also one thing that need to be like said aloud. There's a guarantee that is a valid input, so we don't need to null check sometimes. So now we are sure that we're going to hit some number before we're gonna end the array. So there's no need for is empty check here for the stack. So when there's a stack field, so peak chars that pick is not equal to the opening bracket, then we are going to chars that add the current stack pop. Okay. So that would fill out all the numbers, and that would fill out all these characters in the bracket. Now we know that we have landed on the bracket, so we need to remove that bracket, stack that pop, don't need that bracket anymore. And now we need to parse somehow the number. The number can be like 1,000, 1 million, or something like that, so we need to handle it somehow. There's no way that we can have this, we can take one number like and proceed further. We need to iterate through like from the loop, and we can just do is up something. We can just Google ASCII, and there is a pretty convenient visualization that from the 0 the 0 is 48 ASCII character, and the 9 is 47. So we need to we cannot convert it, just subtract the 48 from the character, and that would be length on the number. So first of all, we need to initialize some number int t, let's say, to to 1, and t is a tenth, like the tenths of the number, because we can have 1,000 or 1 million, and when we're going to iterate through all the number backwards. So when there's a 1, there's no there's no example here. If we would have the 20 here, like that one, so we need to iterate through the 0. And if we iterate through the 0, we need to like increase the 10th, like multiply it by 10, then t would be 10, and initialize that 0, and the number would be 0, 0, 0 times 1 on the first iteration, 0 times 10 on the second iteration, and the 0 times 100, 2 times 100 in a third iteration. That would mean that we have an exact number. So we need to take it like that. So while stack that is empty, so you need to check is that not empty. We need to iterate through all the characters and stack that peak, all the digits. Stack that peak is greater or equal to 48, that number from 0, and stack that peak is less than 58. 10 more. Okay, so we need to have a digit, int digit, like that, k, let's say that's k, and the number is k plus equals stack that pop, and stack that pop minus 48, because we need to subtract it to get the number, and times t. Okay, so that's times t. On the second iteration, we need to multiply the t by 10, and then we got the number, just like I described previously. Okay, so we got the number. Already iterated. Now we need to place it multiple times in the our array of chars. And after that, we're going to land this array of chars again into the stack and repeat the process. J is equal to, okay, and we got the k, so they're going to be k times, and m, so k we already iterated once, so there's a k minus 1 times m, that times m, right, because m is number of characters currently. J, a little mistake, but catastrophical. Okay, chars dot add, and we're going to add the chars dot get and iterate every time through the array. So they're going to be j and modulo m. So we're going to be iterating like this. Let's say that this is an array, initial array. So we're going to iterate 1, 2, 3, 4, and when there's a 4 equal to 4, and we're going to iterate to that one, so that there's a modulo division. So we're going to iterate every time for those initial 4 characters, even though they're adding next to each other. Okay, that seems to be good. And if we got that, we just need to push it to the stack. So 4, but in a backward manner. So 4 int j is equal to chars dot size minus 1, so that we get the initial state just like we have started to do it. We're just going from backward. Okay, so j is less or equal to 0 and j minus 1. And now we need to just stack that, push those elements, and that would be chars dot I, get of I, j, obviously. Okay, that seems to be it. And now when we are leaving this loop, we have the stack. We have the pushed elements into the stack. We get all elements here, so we need to return create some method, create string from stack, and there's going to be a stack here. So public string create string from stack of character and stack. Okay. And now we would want to, like, in some good way, iterate through it. So let's go the chars is equal to new char array would be with the stack of size. Okay, say chars array, and now we want to for while I want to like iterate through all the elements in the stack while stack is empty. It's not empty, then the size of the array is also important. Okay, then we want to add it in a backward manner, right? So we want to do the minus one, yeah, because they're going to be an index of the char. So we want to introduce it to the M array, which is stack pop, and that concludes it. And now we need to return a new string with this array with chars, with the constructor taking a char. So this is simple creation. Okay, pretty efficient creation. Let's go and run it. Probably some errors will occur along the way. So as that char at I. Let's go further. And that's not what I wanted. Okay, where is the issue? Okay, the issue is pretty annoying. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that concludes it. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Like and subscribe.